last night, Drumpf, because I even hate saying that person's name, had a rally in New York at Madison Square Garden. And in this rally, you know, because they have speakers, they have speakers, and sometimes it's some comedians or someone famous to kind of get people riled up to go and vote for that candidate.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a comedian, and I'm putting here the quotation marks. First of all, all of it, was really a hate rally, I guess you could say it like that. It was disgusting, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna run a clip because I know that you, Musica, said that you haven't heard anything about this.
Mm-hmm.
So this comedian's name, again, I'm using the word very loosely. His name is Tony Hinchcliffe. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna play you a little bit of what he said. Okay?
Okay.
Literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Now, again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody.
Did you hear what he said?
Yep. Really? Oh
Okay.
my freaking god.
So that's just one. This is another thing that he said. Give me a sec here.
It's absolutely wild to see. And in Texas, stuff is really, really crazy. We're right there by a wide open border. Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
He's shaking his hands no, like, stop, go back.
It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do.
Oh
There's
wow.
no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country.
Oh, this is just a little tiny bit of what was said. They insulted everybody, everybody who is not white, basically. And of course, when I was seeing this yesterday, I was enraged. I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I could not believe. Oh, Dr. Phil was there, by the way. Dr. Phil was there.
Oh my god.
The fake doctor. I'm Dr. Mita from now on, please, everybody. Um, Saying that Drumpf isn't a bully. He's not a bully. But anyways, back to these remarks from this asshole here. That was just a little bit of what he said. Okay, he insulted black people. They like it's just again, at least they're consistent, you know. But I was enraged because first of all, I could not believe that this is really the country I grew up in, where they can just go up there and say shit like that. Now here's the thing, okay? That this person is now trying to say, oh, it's comedy. It's like, okay, listen, you're speaking at a political rally, and it's so, oh God, like some people are saying, like, bro, you bombed with your racist jokes with even like with the racist crowd. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, I was so mad. I was so mad, and I'm thinking, I know a lot of people, actually not a lot of people, but some people, Latinos, who are planning who are gonna vote for this piece of shit. And this whole time, everyone has been saying like, he's racist, blah blah blah. I mean, Roseanne Barr literally blocked me a couple of years ago because I said he was racist. And she said, she didn't say anything, she just blocked me. Oh no, she did say something. She said that, I think she said that no, he wasn't racist. And then she blocked me. You're still going to sit there and say he's not racist. Honestly, if you're Hispanic, if you're Latino, and you're voting for this person, like, you're a fucking traitor.
Yeah.
They're telling you out loud. They're not even hiding it anymore of how they feel about us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I know.
Right before we got back on stream, Mom and I was telling her about a TikTok that I had stumbled across. And I'm not gonna say it word for word, but it was basically one of those, this guy who was saying, you can't go tell someone you love them and then knowingly go and vote for them not to have the same rights
Yeah.
because they don't fit the norm. And I said that, like, that spoke a lot to me because it's one of those, we know people who are planning or have already voted for him. And now it's just kind of one of those, I have to, like, now I'm in the know of, oh, so you think I, as a woman, as a lesbian, do not deserve the same rights as someone who's straight, as someone who's white?
Mm-hmm.
That does hurt. That does fucking hurt.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Some people will sit here and be like, it's just an election, blah, blah. No, it's not just an election. It's, again, them walking around. I fear for your dad's life every time he goes to work.
Mm-hmm.
Last night after I went to bed, and, I kept thinking about this, and I was thinking, what the heck, what the heck is going on? And then I started thinking, you know what? These people, they're not stupid. They know about energy. And every time, and I know I'm not the only one, like, you watch this kind of footage and you could tell the energy, the anger, it's just gross. I can feel it. And I
Mm-hmm.
was telling Noodles this morning, I said, you know what? It reminded me, it makes me, because everybody's saying, like, yeah, this is like with the Nazi parties and all, the Nazi rallies. When you see footage of that from that time, from World War II, I don't know about you, but it gives me like, I hate it because I can feel the hatred energy from from that footage. Anything that's related to us, Lion King, Lion King, that scene where the hyenas are, it's Scar, he's singing, and the hyenas all start to kind of like march, kind of like the way they did back then.
Yeah, when he's singing that to be prepared.
Yeah, that one, Be Prepared. That also, like, that, I don't know if you guys remember, like, that's such a horrible scene to even watch. It's like, ugh, it gives you like the willies just to see that.
It
Mm-hmm.
is now that you're older, because as a kid, all you saw was some. I even had to admit, like, not that far off, I guess, thinking as a kid, like, you would see this, I wouldn't say cool, but, like, I guess smart, because he amassed himself a huge army out in the wasteland. And
Yeah.
you see the size of it, and again, as a kid, you don't put the connections, but as you get older, it's like, yeah, that's like any dictator who tries to, like, make a big ass army.
And so watching that last night, and I tell you, after, I went to bed and I was thinking about this, I thought, this is, a lot of people are saying it, that at this point, he's not even doing this to win anymore. Like, he knows he's not going to win. And I feel that too. I've seen, there's two, an astrologer and a medium that I trust completely. They're on TikTok. Matilda, one is called Matilda, the other one is Lori Rivers. They have been accurate, oh my God, you guys, for years of stuff. So, and there's many people, like, I really do believe that Kamala is going to win. And last night, I think that this proves it. I think that at this point, they're not doing these rallies to win anymore because I don't think they're getting any new voters. I think that it's a rally call. It's a hatred call. It's like, hey, you know, we're going to lose, but we're not going to lose, and we're going to take over. But here's the thing. I was thinking, these people, they know what they're doing. They're putting this energy out because they want people scared. They want us to be scared. They want us to get angry. And that, all that energy from the entire country feeling that, that's what they want. And this is really why I wanted to talk about this before we really start, like, our stream officially. Because I need people to understand this. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's fine. They're not gonna win. They want us to be scared. They're harvesting that energy. That's a, it's, the, I don't know if you guys have heard this, I've heard this reference in Spanish, but like when a dog is dying, a vicious dog, whatever, like they're dying, like they're giving their last punches, right? Like they're trying their last to bite you, like at least before they die.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening here. But it makes me sad because so many of us fall for it. Like I tell you, I know me, it does make me angry. And it makes me even more angry when I think about our own people, La Raza, who is voting against their best interests, who are voting against women, their mother, their children, their sisters. Yeah, it makes me sad. But I'm gonna really try going forward to not, I'm gonna, because like I said, I know in the deepest of my soul, I know that they're not gonna win. I know that the good's gonna win. And it's so funny because they think that that's the good side.
Mm-hmm.
But so I just wanted to say that I think that they are harvesting that energy, the energy of fear, the energy of anger from both sides. Because there's energy of anger from both sides, the energy of hatred, and we can't give in to that. We need to try not to give in to that. That's my PSA for the day.
Lovely. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do y'all want to say anything else before we move on?
No, because if we all say anything else, we're just gonna keep talking about it.
Yes, so let me take a hit and we'll start the show.
Yes, I think we all need that hit.
Our content is created for entertainment purposes only. While we aim to share fun, engaging, and informative material, it should not be taken as professional advice or guidance. Any opinions expressed are personal and not intended to represent any organization or brand. Viewer discretion is advised, and we encourage everyone to do their own research before making decisions based on the content shared. So, by watching or interacting with our videos, you acknowledge that you are engaging with entertainment content. Please use the information responsibly and remember to enjoy yourself. Yes, sir. All right, you guys. Shaking all that bad energy out, coming into the good energy. Today is Manic Monday movie review. Yeah, yeah. So I'm actually kind of excited about this because we have been disappointed so many times with the latest horror movies. Like, I haven't seen a really good horror movie in a long time, which is why we constantly watch the classics
Mm-hmm.
like, Nightmare on Elm Street and Chucky because, yeah, like I hadn't really found any good scary movies
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
until this time. Until this one, we went and we saw it, and this movie is called Mr. Crocket. It's on Hulu, and let me get the information here. It released this month, October 2024, and it's about a mother who embarks on a perilous quest to rescue her son from a demonic children's show host who is kidnapping kids. Alright, guys, Mr. Crocket. What did
Uh,
y'all think? What was your initial thought of this?
I thought it was gonna be a cheesy bad, a B-rated movie. Honestly, when you said Mr. Crockett, it's like okay, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna be that good, to be honest.
I agree. I agree. I thought when I first, saw it caught my attention. I don't even know why, but it caught my attention. And then I kept telling Noodles like, hey, I want to watch this movie. I don't know, it looks interesting, but I thought I was expecting that. I was expecting it to be a cheesy, scary movie the way they've been doing lately. So I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I when I saw it, I thought it was gonna be like a cheap knockoff of like oh God, what was that movie? Kind of like a mixture of I guess like The Ring and Freddy's Fast Burst.
Uh-huh.
Like I thought it was gonna be something like that. So this one really it caught me off guard on a in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like it said, it's about it's an old TV show. And so I think that's why also maybe I liked it because it made me think of like the old TV shows
Hmm.
that because it really is it looks like that. But I also think that they kind of made like a play kind of like the Cosby Show. Was it just me or did you
No,
guys do
yeah.
that too?
I
Like
was
sometimes
thinking
the
like the
voice he would
old.
make.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what show was that?
Well, I guess you never really watched it, but
Mhm.
yeah. And then but okay, so it's weird because at the beginning I thought it starts off where there's these parents and they it's the dad, right? The dad who's like really was he treating the kid wrong? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think he was.
He was nagging on him to go eat, and then the kid didn't want to eat, so like he got upset.
Yeah, he was being like I saw it more as emotional than physical.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like more emotionally abusive, I should say. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And so he's watching the show and Mr. Crocket and the guy from the show comes to life.
Which, by the way, freaked me out. I think they were inspired for The Ring for that.
Mhm.
Which to me is just like, okay, kudos for incorporating that in your own different way. It's just like that was creepy. The way they
Yeah.
his eyes and fingers through the VCR. Like that was just
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's new, that's different, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I had to admit, I kind of liked that effect.
No, yeah, it was really creepy. It was.
And so the guy comes through the TV screen and kills. That's how the movie starts and kills the dad. But the way that he would kill them. Oh
Yeah.
God, that was horrible. And so at first I thought, okay, so it's this man, a ghost, whatever, a demon, whatever, but he's saving them. That's how I thought at first. But then no, because then there's the lady, the main. I don't remember her name. I don't know because we saw this last week, by the way. But Musica saw it yesterday.
No, yeah, they mentioned the mom's name a couple times, but honestly, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but like the
But
mom, and she's like, oh, like because I think her husband just died, right? The husband died,
Yeah.
and she has a son. I don't even know how old the son is,
I think
but
he's like 10 or under, right?
I think so.
yeah. But I mean, the kid is so obnoxious. Let's just start there.
I first kind of
Yeah.
excused it a little because I think, okay, his dad died. He's mourning in his own way, like he's trying to avoid the feelings of it. That's what I
Hmm.
thought at first.
And then?
And then I have to admit, I will say this, I'm not gonna say spoiler right now, but like towards the end, it did make me start thinking like, is there something more to it then, deeper?
That's what I was thinking too. So, because the whole time I was like, well, why does this thing want to take him? That's what,
Yeah.
but it turns out that it was the bad guy, like he was a demon, right? Or what? I don't know. He made a deal or
Yeah.
something.
He was, from what I understand, like he was just a sociopath. Because
Yeah.
like he even said, I should say side spoiler right now.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. He even admits like he killed his own father, and
Oh,
he,
yeah.
again, as a teen, and he made it look like an accident, so he wouldn't get caught.
Hmm.
Like one, he proves that like he knew what he was doing, that it was wrong, and that the minute he get caught, he go to jail. Like
Yeah.
he was just a sociopath.
What was your guys' favorite scene?
Oh,
Hmm.
I kind of like the way that they did his world, like how for everybody in the show it looked, like this nice, squeaky clean, bubblegumish show.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, for the kids. But then in reality, it was like this hellish place. It was
Mm-hmm.
horrible. Like his sidekicks were literally like these monsters that killed. And so I like that. I like when she went in, when the mom and that other guy went in to that
Yeah.
world, how it changed. I like that transition there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I also liked, and again, it's a love-hate thing, but the killings, like I mentioned, that first kill, ugh,
Yeah, that one was freaking crazy.
oh my gosh, yes.
No, yeah, honestly, I had to admit, the first killing is what I liked, because to me it was just like,
Yeah.
okay, that sets my expectation of the killings, because they were different creative. Like, he made them seem like, oh, like it's fun, it's a game. Like, he didn't make it too gruesome.
Mm-hmm. But it was really gruesome.
It was.
Yeah. I have to say my favorite scene, and I think this was like one of the more calmer ones, was when she found out that she wasn't alone in that her child was taken away by Mr. Crocket.
No, yeah, like
And
there was like a lot of people.
yeah, and so she ends up teaming up with one lady who she at first thought was trying to kidnap her kid, but turned out that she was trying to save him because she knew that he was next.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, her
And
connection was completely unexpected. I like that. But then it makes the question like, couldn't the mom also do that too?
The mom?
Yeah, because like if the homeless lady, she was able to have that weird type of connection with him, then the
Oh,
mom was
yeah.
probably be able to start connecting too, because she did have that weird creepy dream.
Yeah. I think it's because the first mom, like, she just was obsessed with with finding
Mm.
them. What was something that you guys didn't like about it?
What I didn't like, I felt like parts of the chunk of the story was either skipped over, glossed, or cut out. That I think would have made more to the connection, you know? I wish he
Mm-hmm.
had more flashbacks of his past. Not saying the picture book story type wasn't good. It's just I felt like that. I don't know. Like I felt like that didn't. I wish they would do it like back and forth, like from the picture book, from like the kid's perspective to like the grown-ups. Like I wish they'd done that. I think that would have been more impactful, more in depth into it, rather than
Mm-hmm.
just like pure picture book. When again, which I understand because it's probably like low budget and everything, but it's like I think they could have figured out a way because I imagine the picture book animation was a lot more expensive and time consuming than flipping back and forth, I imagine.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. What about you, Noodles?
um, I didn't like that. It it's funny because I don't like that the main characters were the ones to be picked next as his victims. Just because it's one of those like supposedly he goes after the ones who are being neglected, but
Mm-hmm.
for her, like she was trying her best, but it was really the kid that was like being a freaking work.
No, yeah, being a brat. No, yeah, like for me, okay, the first one kind of understand in the beginning because like dad really is abusive. The mom, like she wasn't being abusive, but she wasn't
She was compliant. She was letting it happen.
no, yeah, she wasn't protecting him as much. Like she literally got up and went to the bedroom because she's like, I can't handle him, leaving her child alone
Yeah.
with him. Okay, that like is abusive. And the daughter one, the one with the little girl with her drunky dad, again, that's also an
Yeah.
abusive relationship right there. The main character with the mom, with Major, her son. No, yeah, it's like both of them lost the husband and the father. Both of them grieving in their all different ways. He's acting out. She's trying to do her best to like connect with him, figure things out, let him know that she's there for him too. I don't think that was abusive. I honestly I do think, which I have a theory on that, which I will share in the end, of like why Mr. Crocket chose him.
Hmm.
Cause like I think in the beginning, like how like Rhonda, that's the homeless lady's name, Rhonda. Again, Rhonda, I think she saw like how she said in the beginning, like she did see the sadness and pain in him, But I think that just morphed into something else in the end, you know?
Mm. Yeah, I think what I didn't like about this is that just the little boy, how he was. He was very obnoxious. Because even like the way they introduced him, it was at the funeral. And he just didn't seem. He looked like he was like a little psychopath, that little boy.
Yeah, like he didn't care that his dad died. Like he was just like, I'm gonna be bored there. Give me my game.
Yeah. And then the way he would treat the mom too. So I think for me, that's because even in the end, like in the end, it didn't make sense to me. Like what it has to do with the little boy. He's just too. I don't know why they wrote that character that way. But to me, I honestly was like, just let the kid die. I don't care. I mean, like, don't save him. Like, he's fine there.
Well, I mean, it's also hard because like again, I go back to I think it's like how motherly instincts. Like
No, of
she still
course.
sees him like
Yeah.
as like, again, like he is still her child. She's like, I have to protect him. But
No, I
again, like
know.
that
I
also.
understand. I understand that part. I just don't like that as the for us, the audience, we see it. You know what I mean? And that's what was annoying to me. Like that's the
Yeah.
only like if I had to pick something about this movie, that would be the number one thing for me that I didn't like. You know? What's our overall feel about it?
I think this is pretty good. A good step into like a different telling of horror. Cause
Mhm.
like either they'll do one of several things, which I think is like what they're missing right here. Like they'll overdo the gores, over explain, under explain, not good character, overdo the character. Like he's a good character, but why the hell is he in this movie? You know.
Yeah.
So I think this one kind of fit pretty well.
I really liked it. This is a movie that was one of those like, wow, I haven't seen this good of a storytelling in such a long time.
I agree. I agree. This is why we suggested it because I hadn't seen a good movie. And I mean, it's not, we're not saying like, oh my God, it's awesome. It's going to win it. It's not going to win Oscars.
Yeah,
No,
no.
But,
yeah. But I
but
think
when
that
it
this is
comes,
a good step towards that, like you said.
yeah, when it comes to scary movies, I don't care if my scary movie is going to be an Oscar winner or an Emmy winner. But if it's a good story, because it does have its cheesy moments, but I think it works.
Like to me, it's like
It
if it
works.
gives me a good suspense, a good scare, a good twist, it's a
Yeah,
good it's a good show to it of a movie to the scary part of it.
yeah,
Especially the times when she was looking into him and everything, and she found out, oh, he was a TV host 20 years ago. He
and
he tried to
mhm.
kidnap one of the kids on his set. Ends up in a shootout with the police and dies. And because she's looking into him, he starts speaking through her through the TVs and through her dreams, scaring her, which to me is like that was a good on play for her because it does make you think like what is he, how he's able to reach her, and what else can he possibly do?
Right,
Kind of like with Freddy, but different.
yeah. So, what would you say about watch it high or not high?
I say both.
Yeah, they
Because
could
the
do with both. I
no,
think.
yeah, I think the colors definitely do with that pretty well, especially when you see it through the kid's point of view at first, like, oh, like you said, happy, bubbly, clean, and safe and fun. And then all of a sudden switches over to the grown up's point of view where, as he would say, they're no longer innocent, you know?
Mhm.
Which, by the way, I also have to say, when they mentioned the kid he kidnapped, I thought, like, oh, because she looked him up, I thought she was going to go try to find him, ask him what happened, why he did it, and, like, get his side of the story, which I am kind of slightly disappointed she never did that. But when we met the guy, I was like, is it him? Maybe not him. Like there were a couple times I kind of questioned it, and it wasn't until like the middle towards the end with him, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it really is him. I freaking called it.
Mhm.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think watch it high just because I think it would be fun. I think it's such a fun movie to watch high.
If
But
you're not
definitely you.
a if you're not a horror fan, then don't do that. But if you are, I would say do it.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Yes, if you're a horror fan, watch it high. It's a good movie. If you know, but yeah, but you definitely this is not one of those movies that you have to be high to get it over with. because there are movies like that. So this is a good movie, you guys. We finally found one, a good.
One that actually had us like, whoa, all right, I'd
Yeah.
watch it again.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
how many blunts would you all give it?
I would give this 4.
I'm gonna
Nice.
give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4 blunts and a hit from the bong. I won't give it a 5 blunts just because of that little boy. I don't like that little boy, but really that's just nitpicking already.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. The next movie that I want you to watch is called Immaculate, because this movie, Mr. Crocket and the Immaculate, these are movies that we saw together that night.
Mm-hmm.
And Immaculate is another movie that is actually pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised with both of them. I was like, oh my God, we found 2 new movies,
Mm-hmm.
scary movies that are actually good. What the heck? So that's the next one you need to watch, Musika.
Oh yeah. All right. No, yeah. Well, I have to say, with Major, no, yeah, I really didn't like his character all that much. But I had to admit, like with him in the end, like again when Mr. Crocker conjures him up a sword to kill his mom, to like, which again, like I find is very confusing and contradictory to what he said to Anthony compared to Anthony to Major. Because again, when he tells the story of like the little boy that he met, like Anthony, and he said he had very sad eyes, and he felt sad, and he felt like sorry for him and everything, and he was quote unquote, also I'm using air quotes here, like saved him or was trying to. My thing is like, okay, like why didn't he explain when he finally revealed, which by the way, like I felt like it was him when he called out to Blue, the monster. And to me, that's just still different. I was like, oh, that's him. Like that's the guy. That's the little kid, or was the little kid.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, in real life, it does ever happen, and it has happened. And so many times, like they will get accomplices either from past victims or those they've manipulated enough to like make them feel comfortable, safe, or like saviors like that. And I don't know, like to me it's like, why didn't he open up his arms to him and be like, yeah, you're bad, help me find more kids, to save.
Yeah. That was weird, right?
No, yeah, it was. I wasn't okay. Not saying that this like that would have been good either, but I'm just saying like I don't know. To me, with him, that would kind of make sense because then he's like he would have someone physically there to go find more kids, and I know it's gonna be like, oh, what the ways and all that stuff. Like yes, but then like he could make sure like he could like discredit the grown-ups, saying like, oh yeah, like they are crazy, like get them off more of his tail.
Right.
And I don't know. I felt very bad that he killed him because it was just very sad, and especially when he manipulated the kids to keep yelling, not yelling, but taunting at him, saying like, "You don't belong here," and to me, it's like that's just very sad because you could see the heartbreak in his eyes, the disappointment at the fact that again a person who he felt like, as he's told the mom, that he felt like yes, like he did save me and he was the only one who understood me and wanted to protect me, and in the end was the one who ended up killing him.
Yeah.
And again, my whole thing was like he was saying that all the innocence whatever, but then he turns around and tells Major to go and stab his mom, like for no reason other than the fact that she yelled at him once and said that I don't want to be your mom no more, in frustration, which to me was not only very stupid, also again very contradictory. And I kind of liked him in Major. It turned out like, oh, he managed to grab the magic marker, steal it away from him, helped his mom to escape along with the other kids. I thought, okay, he turned a leaf. But then when they go back into the real world, it was all a lie. Like he's over here telling the kids that his new dad's gonna come and steal them from the TV and take them away. And he's physically abusing grown-ups? Like that shocked me, and I was like, what the hell? And first let me just say, like, when it showed like the magic marker still with his marker set, my thing was like, if I was a mom and I heard this and this lady was showing me the proof and everything, I cannot tell you like how fast I would run into his room, find that marker and just like destroy it, you know?
Yeah.
My whole question is like, why the hell didn't she do that in the beginning? Why didn't she destroy that? Because like now it's like with him, it's like now that kind of explains why he's acting that way. Then you know, like why he's being so aggressive.
Yeah. Well, this is a good movie, y'all. Y'all go watch it. It's on Hulu. Go watch it. It's a hit. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. I'm Mita.
I'm Musica.
And I'm Noodles.
And we're bluntly talking. Bye.
Bye.
See you laters.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and follow us on our other social media.